thinking, was that?
You just got scanned for 2K24. What was that process like?
Well, I'm glad to be a part of this, and yeah. So that's funny, but that's really precise. Like it's impressive. Do they scan every player or?
Only the creme de la creme. Yeah.
Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. Hi, folks. Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, Bam Adebayo grew up with his mom in a single-wide trailer. He said, quote, "I watched her struggle, and as I got older, I started thinking she doesn't deserve this. My whole devotion became getting her out of that trailer." And Brian, with this max extension in 2020, he said, quote, "Knowing that she's set for life is such a stress reliever."
Great story, Allie. Thanks. Well, Grant, we've got two savvy veteran teams on the court, so you don't expect a lot of mistakes or sloppy play tonight.
Yeah, definitely a lot of experience on the floor, so teams will play the right way. These guys know exactly what they're doing. If both squads can keep things tight, we could be in for a very competitive game.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. Paul George out there with James Harden. And it's Man in at the 3 spot. And for the Heat, Lowry and Hero are the backcourt. The duo inside, Butler and Adebayo. And it's Richardson in at small forward. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Harden against Lowry. Pass to Man. For 3, George. And the three-pointer goes.
Think about the rookie year that PG had, where he shot under 30% from the three-point line, but all that tireless work in the offseason, and now such a vital part of his game.
Now here's Lowry. Outside Richardson. Shot clock at 5. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Here's Zubac. Pass to Man. Up top, Harden. Up and over Lowry. Harden misses. The Heat on offense. It's a 3-point game. Richardson, no good.
Think about well-constructed teams and themes that go with that. The Miami Heat certainly leap to mind. Their front office has just done a great job of assembling a deep roster that fits their mentality.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
That one goes in.
That's tenacious play in the paint from Kawhi, just insisting on getting to that shot.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
Well, you would know the depth of the Miami bench is certainly felt in the strength of their second unit.
Yeah, when the starters sit down, Miami doesn't lose much. There's a tremendous combination of skill and playability that they lean on throughout the course of the regular season. The bench certainly makes big contributions with their minutes. That's everything you want there. Bam Adebayo up there, vertical, good hands, and the big throwdown.
Butler against Leonard. That one no good. Some solid defense from Butler. The Heat have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Richardson. That's good. And so Lowry with the assist.
D's got to pay better attention to Richardson, one of the better shooters on the roster. This time he gets it done from the mid-range.
Here's Harden. There's the drive. And then Harden with the jam.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Now here's Hero. Shoots over George. Hero, no good. Leonard outside. Pass to Zubac. Back to Leonard. Here's George. He's guarded by Hero. He shoots. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. George has got 5 points.
You think about the growth of Kawhi Leonard's game, where in the first few seasons had very few assists as a playmaker, and now it's a key part of his game.
Now here's Richardson. Back to Lowry. Shoots over Harden. Lowry, no good.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
It's good.
James
Harden's got his second basket of the game.
You'd like to see Harden knocking down the mid-range shot. When he doesn't ignore that area of the floor, the defense has a much tougher job to do.
Now here's Butler. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Outside Harden. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And Harden, former league MVP, 3-time scoring champ. Grant, the only thing he's missing is a title.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, it would only help cement his legacy. For years, he'd carry his team only to run out of gas in the playoffs. But postseason success counts for a lot when it's all said and done.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
His skill set is so valuable on the offensive end. The coach can put him anywhere, and Lowry's going to find a way to impact the play. That time, catch and shoot.
Here's Mann. To the middle. Outside for Harden. Doesn't go in. 2 for 4 in this game. Miami trailing. Outside Richardson. Hero against George. Pass to Adebayo. Now Hero. The 3. And James Harden pulls it down. It's George on the wing. He's guarded by Lowry. And the ball outplay. The Heat will have it. Robinson, he's checked in for Richardson. Plumlee's checked in for the Clippers. Westbrook comes in for Mann. Miami's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. And he lobs it up. Oh, got a piece of it. George with a steal. And it's the Clippers on the break. Here's Leonard. Pass to Westbrook. Just 5 on the clock. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
This is Westbrook just being an ultra competitor. He gets in there and the defense has nothing to do.
Lowry outside. Hero with it. To the inside. Adebayo uses the glass to finish the layup. Adebayo's got 6.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Westbrook, the pass to Leonard. 3-pointer. Westbrook can't hit. The Heat have got half their attempts to go, 6 of 12. And here's Lowry from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Adebayo. He has 7.
Throughout his career, Lowry's been a threat from that area.
George passes to Plumlee. They get it back. Outside for Harden, beyond the arc. It doesn't go for him, and it's Miami the other way. Inside, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Well, an all-star appearance for Bam Adebayo in 2020. Grant, you think he can get back there?
No doubt. I mean, I think the bigger issue is we've seen his numbers taper off just in the postseason. Can he reverse that and bring his best when it matters most?
We wonder just what it is that's next for Bam, as he's shown incredible improvement in a very short amount of time as one of the more versatile bigs in the league.
The Clippers trail. Now here's Westbrook. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
Smart play from PG. Just sees a man with a better shot and gets him the rock.
Hero outside. And here's Lowry. Adebayo passes to Lowry. Outside Robinson. No good on the 3. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Here's Leonard. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Jimmy Butler.
Good scorers have that ability. When Leonard gets that deep, it's usually a bucket, a trip to the free throw line, or both.
And Leonard drops them both.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Harden against Hero. Pass to Butler. Over Leonard. Here's Adebayo. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Clippers ahead, up 3. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
Time to turn up the heat with your very own Miami.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
They're getting a big contribution from the bench already.
They're looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
The duo inside, Butler and Adebayo. Lowry and Hero are the backcourt, and it's Richardson in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Here's Lowry. Yes, and it's Adebayo picking up the assist. Lowry's got 9.
It's more and more comfortable the guys are when Bam has the ball and they cut. They know they're going to get it.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, Miami is very efficient. Coach Spoelstra said, quote, "You want to maximize your offense in all the different ways in your menu without feeling like you're taking turns." I don't think anyone would say that about our team. They're an unselfish group that likes sharing the ball, and they enjoy each other's success. Brian?
Allie, thank you.
The evolution of Josh Richardson is going to be very exciting for this organization. When he's sinking the catch-and-shoot jump shots, look out.
Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Fast break Miami. Here's Richardson. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
First personal foul.
The first one falls. Well, you know it takes courage to draw charges. Guys get trucked all the time, and they still call a blocking foul. You think more of those should be no calls, Grant?
You know, B.A., courage is the right word. If you're willing to step in there and sacrifice your body for the sake of the team, you know what? If you don't give them a charge, I prefer the no call. I like that idea.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Lowry outside. Richardson, the pass to Adebayo. To the paint. And there's Hero on the assist from Adebayo. And the Heat lead by 3.
Well, the paint can open up for Hero because he's such a good shooter. Smart to attack. He had a chance to do it there.
Pass to Leonard. Outside Harden. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Now here's Richardson. George defending. Hero outside. Back to Richardson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Butler. Doesn't go for him. Oh, excellent D there from Harden. Fades away. George, no good.
I have no idea why he went with the fadeaway there. The defense was nowhere near him, and he should have just kept it simple.
Lowry, no good.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Norman
Powell, that's good.
Powell can play with some power, even at 6'3", 6'4".
Developing undrafted prospects.
I mean, for key roles, too. You look at last year's playoffs. Strus, Martin, Vincent, Robinson. It's allowed Miami to stay on top in a salary cap-driven league.
Now here's George. He's got 5. Going inside. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. George has got 7.
Yeah, it was weird because it looked like the defense was ready for the move, but Paul George had a little something extra for him.
Going all in. That was the 2K drive. Well worth a second look.
And I love the way he played downhill on that drive. Love the attack mentality in a close game.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Harden. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Adebayo with a steal. Here's Hero. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Hero's gotten 4 this quarter. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats from Miami.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
Well, they really cashed in on the break. I mean, it feels like they're hungry to get out, they're hungry to run, and they're not passing up any chances to leak out and score.
Here's Lowry. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. Outside Butler. 6 to shoot. Back to Lowry. Takes a 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Harden finds George. And George with the jam.
Paul George, a swing player, and right there swinging on the rim.
So it's Miami now. They trail by 3. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's Adebayo. There's the block. In transition, here come the Clippers. And the shot goes in. George has got 11 points. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
Well, they really cashed in on the break. I mean, it feels like they're hungry to get out, they're hungry to run, and they're not passing up any chances to leak out and score.
And once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
Pass to George. Back to Harden. Powell for 3. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Butler. And that comes off the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 4 assists in the game.
This is feeling a little bit too easy right now for Jimmy Butler out there. Leader of the 2019 Raptors championship team, Kyle Lowry, winning in those finals as the point guard. It just took his career and confidence to another level.
Fast break. Here come the Heat. Pass to Lowry. He drains it. Made half his shots. He's 5 for 10 now.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Lowry and the Raptors made their first finals in 2019 and facing that Warriors team that was presenting itself as a dynasty.
And man, Lowry was terrific in that series. I think he put to bed a lot of playoff demons that might have been haunting him. 7 assists per game, barely any turnovers, going up against Steph, really earning that ring and solidifying his place in the league.
Here's George. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Tyler Hero.
Not afraid that time as PG goes right at the defense to make that play happen.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Graham.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Man, he's checked in for the Clippers. Westbrook comes in for Harden. Here's Jaquez. Outside for Love. From downtown, buries it from 3. Love's gotten himself going here. Up top, Westbrook. He's guarded by Hero. Here's Mann. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Here's Jaquez. Can't connect from short range. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
First one falls. A couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brent.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
Now here's Robinson. Left side, Love. Oh, he missed it, making him 1 for 2 now. The Clippers have gotten 7 of 12 shots to go here in the second. Here's George. Pass to Plumlee. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Plumlee's got his first points in this one.
And working on that upper body strength, Plumlee has a great build and is converting through contact.
Hero outside. Over Westbrook. Hero with the bucket. Hero's got 6 points.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Heat out in front, leading by just 2. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome back from the first half. Been a dandy so far. A dandy. You like that word, Kenny?
You know
it's
what?
a dandy.
My third grade teacher used to say that all the time.
That you're a dandy.
So this is a dandy of a class.
It is. And this is a dandy of a show. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet, Shaquille O'Neal.
What's a dandelion? Well, basically, that's what the class was.
A really cool line. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. They stayed within arm's reach in that opening period. 5 points, their largest deficit. Remember, they trailed after 1, but a great second quarter gives them a 2-point lead at the break. Kenny, let's start with you. What'd you think about the Heat?
Well, if you compare the assist numbers, you can see who's been the superior team. And they're playing a much better brand of basketball. That bodes well for them the rest of the way.
And Shaq, your take on the Clippers?
They ran their offense very well in the first half. There were almost no four shots. It was good, smart basketball. The motion in their offense was terrific. They made those defenders work very hard. I like what I saw from them for the most part.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Paul George has been sensational.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. James Harden out there with Paul George. And it's man in at the small forward position. Oh, George with a steal. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line.
At the line for the Clippers, James Harden.
Now, guys, when you think about this Miami Heat team, you hear a lot of talk about their ability to score. But how about the way they play on both ends of the floor?
Now here's Lowry. Hero outside. Outside Richardson. On the take. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Defensively, this Heat team was top 3 in points allowed per game and top 5 in defensive efficiency last year.
You know, B.A., that's something that surely isn't talked about enough. And when they're not having their best shooting night, they'll suffocate you on the defensive end.
Now here's George. Down low. Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Hero outside. Now here's Richardson, guarded closely. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Pass to Harden. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. And it's a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
Things are really going Harden's way. When he's on a roll, his shooting ability just explodes.
Hero, the pass to Butler. Lowry outside. Shot is up. It's rebounded by Zubac.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Adebayo with a steal. Outside Richardson. Rebound by the Clippers. Now George. He's got 13. And the layup is good off the glass. George has got 15 points.
That's good defense, but like we say, better offenses. Paul George doesn't even think about the kick out. He wants to get those points.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Whoa, a drive like that is the kind of play that can shift the entire outcome of a close game like this one.
Now here's Adebayo. 9 points in the game. To the paint. Here's Richardson. Misses the layup. The Clippers have gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. Here's George. And the jam by George.
Things are starting to come together for them. And the lead is starting to grow, too.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
And so here is Miami following the score by the Clippers. And again, the Heat missing.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
Here's man. Offensive board. George outside. Back to Leonard. Second shot opportunity. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 5 assists in the game.
On the court, no denying Kawhi. Hitting the offensive glass with some force.
Miami calls timeout. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
Here's Lowry. Following the score by the Clippers. It's deflected. Here's Mann. He's guarded by Lowry. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
For a good call, you have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
And it's the Heat with the ball. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. Here's Richardson. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. George with it. 17 points in the game. Harden, the pass to Zubac. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Out to Lowry.
LA ball.
And the Heat making a change here. Martin's checked in. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Tucker's checked in for Leonard. Now Los Angeles with it. Outpacing them right now, a 15-2 run. To the inside. Adebayo with a steal. Here's Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Good job by Tyler just finding the open teammate and showing some good awareness.
Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Tyler Hero.
The officials were right on top of that one.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
The fearlessness they've shown going strong inside has been impressive. The defense hasn't been very effective against them.
You want to talk about ball distribution. They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
Kevin Love's checked in for Miami. Robinson comes in for Richardson. Plumlee's checked in for the Clippers. Russell Westbrook comes in for George. Here's Love, and he banks in the layup. Love's got 5.
Kevin Love getting comfortable on the inside on that possession. He's got the size and touch to be effective around that arc.
Outside for Harden. Inside, Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Here's Hero. He's got 6. Pass to Love. Now Martin. 4-3. He buries it from 3. Martin's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Love has a knack for recognizing when a teammate's going to break wide open.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Now here's Martin. Hero left side. Plumlee pulls down the board. 1:56 left in the third. Westbrook against Hero. Up top, Harden. 15 points in the game. Here's Mann. Another shot. And he lays it in. Mann's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's a backbreaker for the defense. I mean, offensive boards like that run momentum against you.
Yeah, that pops your confident balloon out there, just completely deflating when plays like that happen.
Well, the Clippers shooting it at 61%, a terrific average. Here's Hero. That one's good for 2. Hero's got 8 points.
Hero sticking with it through contact. That's not easy.
Harden, the pass to Plumlee. Here's Mann. Shoots over Robinson. Mann misses. Miami has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. It's Martin on the wing. Pass to Jaquez. Lots of room. And he hits the jumper for 2.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the Buckeye.
2 points. That one goes. Give him 8 points now.
Russell, tenacious and also flexible as an athlete. He absorbs that kind of contact and completes the move.
Hero, the pass to Martin. That shot missing. Ooh, good D by Plumlee. Shoots from the baseline. Rebound by the Heat. Hero from way outside. Misses the shot. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers ending the quarter up 10. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. We'll be right back with you shortly. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the wing, Robinson and Butler. Kevin Love out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Hero in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Now here's Hero. Goes back up. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's George. Up top, Zubac. Pass to Westbrook. Leonard against Hero. Tries again. And it's laid up and in by Leonard.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshaken.
Outside Butler. Back to Hero. Tries to break his ice. Oh, solid D from Leonard.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Here's George. The shot comes out, and Miami the other way now. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And they're pushing it up. Up ahead. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Leonard's got 5 assists in the game. And we just had to take one more look at that great drive.
And this is exactly what you love to see. Up big, not letting up. Keep on applying pressure to their defense.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. And Brent, you look at Miami's playoff pedigree. They've made the Eastern Conference Finals 6 times over the last 12 years.
Yeah, and those 2 championships they had in that 12-year period were square on the shoulders of their big 3 that they put together. But I don't see them slowing down when it comes to reloading. This team knows how to do it well.
Richardson's checked in for Miami. Lowry comes in for Robinson. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra said to the team. He told them, quote, if we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart, show some pride. It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thank you for that.
Paul George, really a true two-way player in the NBA. Gives you so much on both ends, so you get all-star value offensively and defensively. And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of a game.
Now here's Richardson. For 3, Lowry. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 8 now. Now here's Westbrook. To the middle. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Unselfish play there from Westbrook. A great scorer off of the pick and roll, this time setting up his teammate.
And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brent.
Yeah, B.A., with all of that experience, he's able to switch on so many different guys, and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
And that one's good.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Now here's Butler to stop the drought, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Just a great show of Butler's upper body strength right there as he plays through the contact.
Lowry against Westbrook. Pass to Leonard. Back to Westbrook. Here's Mann. Kept alive. Leonard passes to Zubac. Second chance effort. And it's good on the layup. Zubac has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Moving it up. And the finish on the break with the slam.
And this is how you become a triple-double machine like Russell. You get the ball to the easy open shot.
Pass to Hero. Back to Lowry. Richardson for three. That's good. And so Lowry with the assist.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Westbrook, the pass to Zubac. Here's Leonard. Here's George. Miami grabs the miss.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
And it's Butler with the jam.
Man, way over the defenses. Jimmy Butler gets him.
Westbrook outside. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Lowry outside. Richardson for three. And again, Miami with a triple.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Fires from 14. Yes, it's good. Butler's got 6 in the quarter.
The defense was there, but Butler capable of connecting on shots like that, even when challenged.
Here's Mann, guarded by Richardson. Yep, that one goes.
That's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Hero against George. Now here's Hero. He's guarded closely. Here's Adebayo. Here's Butler. And no good. Good work defensively by Leonard. Westbrook outside. Again, the Clippers score.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Here's Adebayo following the score by the Clippers.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building. It just looks incredible.
Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. And for so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of the second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, that's moving them well into the right direction.
George's shot is off. The Heat have gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the fourth quarter.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Clippers.
And a big part of their success was the second chance buckets they secured tonight.
Yeah, it's just proof that being aggressive on the boards can pay game-winning dividends.
And it was a reliably solid performance from one of their key guys. A tremendous game for Paul George.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
And it's the Heat with the ball, following the score by the Clippers. And that one drops.
Well, how about that? Bam stepping out just a little bit from the mid-range with a soft touch.
On the wing, Harden. He's guarded by Lowry. Harden against Lowry. Harden misses. And it's Miami's ball. It's a 16-point game. Butler, the open look. The rebound by Mann.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Harden. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. James, you came out hot in the second half. What was working for you?
We've been preaching all year that third quarters after halftime, we want to come out and take the lead and be aggressive. And so I just took my shots when I was open, made the right play, and defensively we got stops.
You made the mental note and you made the change. Thanks so much.
Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Barry, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.